Welcome, everyone. We are in Group 3, Game 3. Very interesting group. Peru has taken the 70 run with no bounties in the first two games here. So only 20 points have been scored by everybody combined through two games. The win in the group is up for grabs. If anybody can clean sweep here and keep Peru from scoring any points, likely Peru gets targeted a little bit. So let's see how this works out with this 5-player game. No one wants Peru to score points. And everyone needs a perfect game to win the group. If we're playing in later rounds, you just got to finish top 3. So this would be really fun with 4 teams at 0, just trying to finish top 3. Okay, so we've got Lee's playing as red, one of the top players in the world, a really, really good player. Gary the Bear playing for the U.S., another great player that had a major league risk. Bebo playing for Mexico, who I'm not really familiar with. If you guys have any experience with Bebo, please tell me your thoughts. And then Parlox obviously runs the Grandmaster tournament in the Grandmaster server, does a lot also for the game of Risk. And Carpo, who is a really good player. I don't know a ton about him, but I've played him a couple of times. He's a really good player. So we'll see how that goes. Yes, the settings for round 1 are out, Speedster. Settings for round 1 are already published. I think it's Troy, Machu Picchu. Fighting with Parlox in the message while he's playing, letting him know that he can still win the group. Yes, Speedster, the settings are out though. Again, if you're playing in the next round next week, please go update your availability because immediately after this game, I will be working on scheduling and getting the groups put together for next week. This is the final game of the seeding round. After this, we get to the sharper edge of the tournament where we start eliminating people next week and teams next week. So most of these games we've seen in Königsberg now have been bonus games. To get back to Speedster's 5-player game in terms of number of points, my argument is that's why in the seeding round we get rid of all the odd number groups and we try to play 6 players the rest of the way. That's the whole purpose of the seeding round, is to get us some auto advances so we can play 6-player groups and no one gets eliminated based off 5-player games. My second point is everyone played in the same group, so you all had access to the same number of points within this group, whether you were playing 5-player, 6-player games. That's argument 1 subpoint A and argument 1 subpoint B. The messing up the point. Okay, so Bebo takes the center bonus. We've had some disagreements on whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Fomason Smith thinks it's a bad thing. Turned out to be a pretty good thing for Plasma last game, but didn't quite work out. They stole my name. Hunter, who do you play as? I can't remember what your risk name is. I know we talked about it yesterday. Oh, Harlock slow rolling Bebo in the center. What are we doing? Yes, I agreed. If he didn't show up, then it would have sucked because they already had the 20 point. Agreed. That was wild. Parlock slow rolling one of those middle bonuses. Just advocating for someone to do a break? I don't know what the goal was. Harpo lines up because he wants a bonus over on the left side like he's going to roll a Parlox 4. That could be a bit dangerous when you're playing against Parlox. There's 37 teams. 7 go straight to quarterfinals. So 5 groups of 6 players. So that's 22, and then the 2 highest scoring 4th place teams in round 1 also get through as kind of wild cards to fill out our 24. So the top 3 in each of the 5 groups, plus the 2 highest scoring 4th place finishers in round 1 get through to quarterfinals. So we have an even 24. It'll be 4 groups of 6 in quarterfinals. Yeah. Parlox takes his bonus. The +3 there for Parlox. Bebo's been getting the +4 there in the middle. Pretty much all game. Gary the Bear wants the +2 over on the right. He's really locked in behind those 2 other bonuses, but he can move up to that. Oh, he breaks Parlox. Okay. Gary the Bear goes for the early Parlox break. This is a tumultuous group, you could say. At this point, Hunter, our plan is 12 for the semis. But that depends on how the streaming is. It's all based off of the streaming piece of it because we want to make sure we can stream them. We may do 12 for semis, but it'll be 5 in the final with a neutral player so that we can guarantee streaming without cards having access. No, not 5 groups. He was saying 5 groups, Speedster. He may have said games, but he meant 5 groups of 6. But it is 3 games in round 1. It'll be 3 games every round. Yeah, 5 groups of 6 will be in round 1. I think we'll have both German teams, one of the England teams, both Dutch teams. We'll have at least one USA team because Plasma's unable to take down Venezuela there at the end. Otherwise, both US teams would have buys. We'll see if Gary can somehow sweep this game and get USA free a bye. Right now, looking like Peru's going to get the bye. According to Crackle, Peru using very good teamwork with Feliz helping coach his teammates to their 70 runs in their first 2 games. Feliz knows he just needs 1 bounty and secures the automatic advance for Peru. Yeah, Parlox goes. Obviously, he's going to completely just hit everything he can of Gary the Bear after that break. Gary should know that's what Parlox is going to do. And Gary now down to 15 troops. For those that have watched Parlox play, this surprises no one. Yeah, he doesn't have to have a bounty, but that would be his one way of guaranteeing it. But this pretty much guarantees he's in a great... Actually, someone could steamroll from this. Gary gives a well played to Parlox. After he just totally ruins his game. Okay, does Gary have a trade on 3? Because he'll use it for sure, if not. Yeah. So disproportionate response there from Parlox, but nothing out of the expectations of what we would expect to see. Okay, so Parlox at 21 troops, Gary at 12. We see an early trade from Carpo. Is he going to clean up some bounties? Parlox has already traded, so it's only worth 1 card, but Gary's got 4 cards. So he goes to get the 4 cards. Carpo gets the 5 points. So now really all Fleas needs is Carpo not to get another bounty, right? He can limit Carpo's opportunity there. Carpo can't get Parlox. Does Feliz cash in and just try to get the Parlox bounty, and that would sew up the group win. The game is done for Pink? Why do you say that? Why do we say Pink can't win? Oh, he can't get the group win anymore. Yeah. Agreed. Gotcha. I thought you were saying the game. Yeah, so basically that limits everyone's opportunity except now it's just down to Saudi Arabia and Peru for the group win. Harpo would need to clean sweep from here. It's going to be tough. First off, you're playing Feliz, who is a fantastic player. But tough also just based off of where you're at in the game. Although I think the best thing that could happen for trying to sweep the game is 2 players just wasting all of their troops on each other like that. Games in this group have been insanely fast. Probably because we have just volatile players. Oh, Parlox went offline? Parlox very deeply hurt by Gary breaking moment. Harpo able to stay alive here. Yeah, I think it was a nice play by Green. He's going to try to guard that Parlox bounty, the bot bounty. Parlox at 2 cards. Of course, Feliz just knows he needs 1. Just the 1 bounty, or getting anybody. He could even feed a bounty to someone else. If it came to that. Okay, so we're seeing Parlox get hit by red. Fleas is going to roll through the 7 to get the bounty. It's decent dice here. Does not get him. How about that? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Fleas knowing if he gets that bounty, it's over. Had a 10 on 7. Is that what that was? %85 roll there that he loses on. Okay, so Carpo gets the second bounty. Can he do this? Carpo come all the way back. Now at 8 points. Feliz went for the kill of Carlox and failed it on an 85% roll. So again, we see another kind of kill guard happening by Carpo. Kill guarding Feliz there. Which it worked well enough last time. The 7 stack worked well enough last time, so why not try again? Feliz gives the fist bump to Bebo. He goes for the breaks. I mean, Feliz, sorry. Feliz gives him the old stop it. Oh, we see another 10v7. This game is decided by 10v7s. We see another loss on the 10v7 roll. This time Feliz on the better end of it. Carpo at 46 troops. He's still way behind Bebo. But he's at 4 cards. Feliz has no cards. 47 troops. What does he do here? Feliz knows the only he should just pour everything into green, right? Pour everything into green and hope that Bebo kills him. He hits some green. Carpo has a trade on 4 here. And Carpo kill Feliz. Yeah. He just plays it out. Now Feliz has no cards. So he hopes Bebo doesn't have cards here. I think Carpo's playing it well, actually. I mean, it's really hard to play for a perfect game here. But I think he's doing what he needs to do for it. He's getting a little help from Bebo, because Bebo's kind of hitting them both equally. And Feliz hasn't just totally, fully suicided into Carpo yet. I think Feliz hits that stack this time. Really trying to decide what to do with it. He does hit the stack, okay. 38 troops. Carpo's got 47. Would be a really low percentage. I mean, it's a decent chance for the kill, but a really low percentage chance of staying alive because he doesn't get 5 cards. So he's got to wait one more turn to go for the fleet's kill, right? Yeah, he just builds his stack a little stronger. Yeah, Fleas gives the fist bumps to Bebo, like, please don't break me, please don't break me. Bebo's got cards on 4. Best case scenario for Carpo is Bebo hits Fleas really hard and doesn't get the kill. I think Bebo gets the kill on red here. He starts by going through the kill guard, not attacking fast enough. Not going to get the kill. Going to end up feeding it to Carpo. He's way ahead on troops, though. Flea's mad that he's feeding him fully. Flea's very mad. Okay. So Carpo's going to get the kill on Feliz here. Does he have cards on 3? Oh, okay. Sorry, we got Feliz's turn first. Feliz doesn't have cards, we know. Card skips? Yeah, he card skips. Not going to give him anything extra because he just wants Carpo to have the least possible chance of winning, right? That's his whole focus now. The card skip, don't give him an extra card. He's still going to be trading turn. Carpo needs to go. He doesn't have cards on 3, but he's got to go for that kill now. Yeah, you got to go. Not the path I would have taken, but that's okay. It's a decent roll, that's helpful. I would have gone with my path the other way to potentially take out more of pink, but that's okay. He gets the trade in turn, should be able to hit a bunch of Bebo. Carpo now up to 9. He's got 11 points if he... Oh, he's going to roll the stack. Wow. Okay. So he wants to play the long game. He's going to be 1 card ahead of Bebo. Wow. It's going to come down. Our final game coming down here to the final point. Does Carpo have cards on 3? If he does, I think he wins next turn. If Bebo takes Carpo out of the top, they're funny names to say back and forth, Bebo and Carpo. Yeah, if Carpo has cards, it's GG, I agree. Yeah, it's feels very similar to last game's 1v1. Your Sing could have outran Pink. He should have hit everything except the stack. And that's a decision you want to make based off of your opponent. So he doesn't have cards on 3. We have cards on 3 from Bebo, because then it's game. It might be game either way. Yeah, so it's kind of based off your opponent on how you want to play that out, right? So if you think you're faster than your opponent, you don't want to hit the stack. You want to take as many territories as possible and make them try to regain all those territories with their stack. If you think you're the slower player and they're the more experienced player, this is a win for Bebo. Yeah, I think Carpo plays out that in-game a little wrong there. Bebo gets the win for Mexico. Peru wins the group. And that would... see if we get some post-game combo. I don't know if Parlox is still here. Yeah, we get Mexico finishes in second. Bebo, the late arriver, finishes in second. Carpo with a great game, in my opinion, finishes with 9 points, but played it tough right there till the end. Let's see who we can grab.
Hello, Mitch.
What's up, guys? How'd that go for you?
I was doing well until the end. I shouldn't have attacked that floor. Yeah,
You shouldn't have hit the big stack.
yeah, I should have, but I would have been able to outrun him. I don't know why. Like, I thought I had enough troops to hit it, but then I looked at it, and then it's a 40 versus 48, and then
Yeah, it was too close.
uh,
Yeah, we think the
yeah,
better play was maybe just to see if you could be fast enough to get him by taking as much as
yeah.
possible. But pretty well played overall. You use a couple of different kill guard opportunities, kill guarding Harlocks, and then you go for the kill guard on Feliz there to try to keep Bebo from killing Feliz. And those both
And
worked
he
out.
failed because
Yeah, Feliz
yeah,
fails on the 10v7 roll. Was that painful, Feliz?
Oh yeah, and I also lost like a lot of ones hitting ones.
Yeah, on
That's why I lost
going into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an 85% roll still with the 10v7 that you lost there. Painful.
Yeah, hey, that didn't quite go the way I wanted it to, huh?
Gary, what happened with you and Parlox there?
He stacked in my bonus, so when he took his, I broke it, and then he full out suicided and bought it out.
It kind of got sideways.
Are you allowed to bot out like that?
I mean, you're not. I don't know what you mean by allow necessarily, but
I'm just wondering, are you allowed to full suicide and bot out?
I mean, technically, there's nothing against the rules of if you bought out, I guess, but obviously
That's
it's not
fair.
what we want to see.
Yeah. No, but I mean, the way I looked at it, he stacked in the bonus I was going to take for 2 turns, which
On the
at
bottom
+2,
right.
that's
Yeah,
at +2, that's 4 troops. He had a +3 that he took right after it. So if I take it for 1 turn and move back, we're even, you know. And he had other plans, I guess. So
my real question for you is: did you not think Parlox would do that?
I assumed that he would come down off of his 4 and break the bonus, which was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't think that he would pull suicide. No, I didn't expect that.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I just assumed that at that level of play that he knows, like, you do something, you get, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
sure. No,
you know, there's
I was
consequences
kind
for
of
your
on
actions.
the same page as you. I thought he would break in retaliation there.
100%. I was fully expecting a break.
Yeah, but I was also a little worried that he was going to do what he did after that.
I guess I haven't played with Parlox to realize that he would full suicide over breaking a +3 bonus in progressive.
He can get a little bit hot-headed for sure.
I know that now.
And I don't think he saw the stacking in your bonus the same way. Apparently, I don't think he saw.
I guess not.
Potentially, is maybe what he was thinking, that you were the first wrong.
Maybe the first turn, I don't really have a problem with it. He doesn't know that I'm going for that bonus. Once I stack behind him, he gets the picture.
Yeah.
And I suicide the 3 right next to him so that he can get his bonus.
Yeah.
But then not taking your own bonus and stacking further in my bonus after that, I mean, he's lucky I just didn't hit his 7, to be honest. I thought about it.
Yeah. But maybe he was thinking it was a no bonus game and no one was taking a bonus. I don't know. We don't have him here, obviously, because he's very angry probably right now still. We don't know.
It goes that way.
We don't know what his thoughts are. Feliz, what was your strategy having the big lead going in, the 20-point lead, and basically someone had to sweep perfectly to beat you?
Yeah, exactly. Our team already knew that, and we were just trying to get a kill.
Yeah.
But we failed it on Parlox. But yeah, that was our strategy.
Yeah.
Just getting a bounty. That's it.
Yeah. Were you getting nervous that Carpo was going to run it at the end there?
Oh yeah, at the end, yeah. I was trying to tell Pink, hey, like we need to hit this guy, not me.
Right.
And also, like, he had a kill on me. He had the troops, but he was too slow to do it. So that's why I was saying stop it.
Yeah, he played the more conservative style throughout and just kind of hoped it fell to him at the end, which it ended up falling to him, I guess. So that worked out.
Yeah, and also it was good that I didn't trade. I think I skipped cards, right, in 1 turn.
Yeah.
So yeah, that allowed Green to not have a trade-in. He only had three cards instead of 4.
Yeah. So you skipped right before he kills you to prevent him from having that one more card. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
because
reduce his
he
chances.
traded in turn, but he would have been able to come back with 4 cards in that next turn, and would have had the
Yeah,
more
exactly.
likely trade. Yeah, yeah, that was a super smart move, I think. Harpo, did you think you were maybe going to sweep it there?
I thought I had the bigger stack. I didn't look at his 48.
Yeah. You
That's
think the
what.
big miss was hitting the big stack at the
Yeah.
end instead of just running as much of the board as you could have, because you could have taken basically everything except the stack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true. Feliz, you did. Crackle saying you did a lot of coaching of your other 2 players to run the 70s early in the first 2 games.
Oh yeah. We were all talking about
Yeah.
the strategies.
Yeah, that's very cool. And you guys went for the early 70 runs in those first 2 games. That was the plan. Was just take what we can get.
I think in the first game, we were able to get a bounty probably, but since the player that was playing is like he's not very fast,
Gotcha.
we decided to just
Play
secure
safe on
the game. Hmm.
That makes sense. Cool. Well, Peru gets the bye. They get the group win. They get the bye into the quarterfinals. So congrats.
Oh, we go
Congratulations.
directly into the quarterfinals.
Yeah,
We
you
don't play
get-
the next week.
That's right. You don't play next week. You get directly into the quarterfinals. If Carpo would have swept there at the end, Saudi Arabia would have got the bye, but just missed it. So Peru gets the bye into the quarterfinals. Everybody else will be playing next week in the first elimination round.
Oh, that's
The
great.
better team wins, and you guys deserved it.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
they
Carpo.
played well. Played well. Yep. You guys got anything else?
Thank you so
No,
much.
great.
Cool.
Good luck, everyone, and thank you.
For those of you, well, I guess Carpo, and tell your team, make sure you guys update your availability playing next week. If anything's changed, fill out that form, because I'm going to start doing the schedule like right now, right when this ends. So
Sure, I will inform them.
cool. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
All right, that's a wrap on all of the seeding round. We're done. That was Group 3, Game 3. Congrats to Peru. They're able to get through with 270 runs, not a single bounty taken by Peru, but they win the group with 20 points. Bebo gets the win here in Game 3 with 15 for Mexico, and Carpo gets 3 different bounties. Yeah, 3 different bounties. Yep. For Saudi Arabia, finished with 9. USA Team 3 ends with 0, and Israel ends with 0. Here in the seeding round, Not Young Me says Parlux maybe should take up a new hobby like chess. I think he got pretty. There's a lot of Risk players that get hot-headed, and I wouldn't say Not Young Me is definitely, not one, right? That just happens sometimes. But yeah, I think it was a disproportionate response. Would be a fair thing to say. Disproportionate response. So they'll be competing next week with everyone else. Bebo. Okay, Bebo. Sorry. That's why we have Parlo here, the Spanish speaker, to help me when I make just embarrassing mistakes like that. So Bebo gets the win for Mexico in Game 3. If you're playing next week and your availability has changed at all from this week, please go jump in and fill out that availability form. We'll be working on putting together the groups and the schedules right now for next week. Those will come out in the next 24 hours for you guys so you can see who you're playing next week. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in and checking out the seeding round. Next week, it gets exciting because we start eliminating nations in teams. So it'll get a little more, I don't know how it could get any more dramatic than what we just saw, but it'll get more dramatic next week as teams tournaments are on the line. Yeah, so the game will be on, I think it's on my on-demand on Twitch, but it'll be on YouTube a little later tonight. We'll have these last 2 games that I broadcasted on YouTube here a little later tonight. Hope everyone enjoyed it. That's it for me on YouTube. I'm Matt Mitch on Risk, streaming live on Twitch and posting on YouTube, here to help you get better at the game of Risk. If you want to support the Risk World Cup and what we're doing here, please subscribe and follow both on Twitch and YouTube. That really helps us with exposure. Watch these other broadcasters that are helping out in broadcasting these different games. Make sure you're following and subscribing to them also. That's how we help spread the game of Risk worldwide and get more exposure in all these awesome countries like Peru, Saudi Arabia, Israel, Mexico, like we have for this event. Appreciate all your guys' support, and we'll see you in a few days as we start the first elimination round of the Risk World Cup.